Hey everyone, welcome to our new video. Now we're going to be talking about the next principle, and this is one of the most important principles of agroforestry, which is succession of species. So first of all, what is succession of species? That's a concept in ecology, which basically means that throughout time in an ecosystem, groups of species follow it and substitute each other. So the group of species that occupy this place today are not the same group of species that occupy it tomorrow, okay? Vegetation evolves along with the fauna and microorganisms in the soil, so it's an evolution. You've got first plants with short life cycles, and then you gradually progress to plants with longer life cycles. Okay, that doesn't mean that the plants with longer life cycles, they come to the system afterwards. Everything is sprouts together, but since they have different life cycles and growth rates, they dominate the space in different moments. So basically it's the distribution of plants throughout time.
Yeah, we can see this very clearly with some of the classic things that we plant, because we really need to give it that first feel to the forest. We really need to give it that first shade, that first material. So really the bananas, the eucalyptus, they come and they give you the first kind of like half feeling like I'm in the forest, and that gives the condition for some of the things that are a little bit more demanding. They need a little bit more quality soil. So it's really in the beginning a case of planting those who can in that place, who can grow here. So they're going to be here for now, and once you've created condition in the soil, you know, the others that now will be able to come. So it really is a case of preparing for us to reach to the condition where we can have other species, and it really is a case where you know, if you care as well, because in a few biomes here in Cerrado, in Brasilia, our region, there's a lot of fire. So you know, sometimes we can't get to that next level
Due to fire, right? It keeps cutting the cycle. Yeah. So basically in agroforestry, what we do, you know, to apply this concept of succession of species, when we plant, we're gonna plant crops which have a life cycle of 30 days, like a radish or a rocket, for example, and we're gonna plant a tree that's gonna have a life cycle of 300 years. We have an example here. I'm pretty sure that in this place here, okay, we've got already a few trees established, but you probably harvested vegetables here, didn't you?
Sure, everywhere.
All right, so you harvested vegetables here.
We had corns in the beginning who came
Corn.
and gave the conditions for the seeds
Exactly.
to have that condition, that half shade underneath the corn. So the corn really was the mother of even things like the eucalyptus, and it was the mother of the papayas.
So it's that idea that the first plants, those that are more robust, that grow faster,
And
they create
they
the
nurture.
conditions and nurture the other plants. So here we've got, this is Calophyllum brasiliensis. We've seen that plant in another video. It's a very, very high quality wood, native from Brazil. Here we've got jatobá. It's another great wood, and also it produces a very, very delicious fruit. And
We've got the baru nuts.
and baru, it's becoming a famous nut here, baru. It's a very, very, very special, very tasty nut. These plants are gonna, they all last over 300 years. Okay, they have that life cycle, and they were planted here on the same day as corn, as the vegetables. But the corn has a life cycle of 90 to 150 days, and these have a life cycle of 300 days. So first the corn created the conditions, that first shade, like you mentioned, that first structuring of the soil, the first associations with microorganisms. So they prepared the soil for the next plants that came. So the idea is that each group of plants makes the condition better for the next groups of plants.
We understand you really need you need the mothers. Who is bringing up and educating who? You see, so now the eucalyptus is clearly the mother of these guys and this mango. We're 2 years down the line. This eucalyptus has grown, it's cut down, it's grown again, and it is the mother of this group of fellas. And you know, this mango is here. This mango, for sure, you know, a good few years. You know, we can count on it for the next 30 years, whatever. But you know, by the time these guys, they take shape to take their place, you know, it might be that it's time for the mango to go. So we're not worried about the density. I'm not worried about which one of these three are going to be, you know, it would be ignorant for me to think that I have the knowledge to understand who's going to thrive here in 30 years from now. But you know, we've got it planted in enough density to make sure that we will have him here in 30 years from now.
For sure. So we basically, there are three main stages of succession that we acknowledge. We've got the pioneer species, which are those that first come, that grow faster. Then we've got the secondary species, which are already species that are trees, okay? And the secondary species are even subdivided in early secondary, middle secondary, and late secondary species. And then we've got the primary species, okay, which compose the primary forest, which are those species that really last for over 300 years, sometimes even up to 4,000, 5,000 years. So we can consider these three levels, okay? So pioneer, secondary, and primary. And we're gonna, when we build our system, we're gonna consider that to distribute, to understand each plant, where it fits, and who's gonna follow who. And it's really important to have that in mind, because the system has to be synchronized, right?
Mm-hmm.
So once I have a secondary species, a secondary group of species established, I can't produce the pioneer species anymore. It doesn't work like that, because I would be regressing on the
it really works much better when everything comes together.
Yeah, it's, you know, synchronizing
the hormones, the information, the sequence, everything comes together. So that's a real big tip for you. Maybe you've got some trees, you've got some fruit trees, and you just want to kind of fill in, and you want to plant your forest around what you already have. You know, filling in doesn't give the right information, because there's a lot of influence from older trees, and it's the different kind of hormones and information that we want. So it's really all about pruning and starting it all together. You know, you can count on that beautiful mango tree you've got there, but give it a radical prune. Use that material to really boom the forest and let it all come together.
Exactly. This is a major importance, because we see that the system, it grows in waves. Okay, it has waves of growth, and everybody has to take advantage. When I mean everybody, I mean every plant has to participate in that boom. They have to grow together. So that's why we plant everybody together. And every time there is a pruning, you get a new wave of boost. Okay, so it's a very important concept, and we use this, the technique of pruning, and we're going to go into pruning deeply in the next module, to synchronize the whole system. And that allows me to, if I have secondary species established like I have here, if I want to plant corn again, I can, but I have to prune everything back so that everything sprouts again and has that new feeling of birth.
It's like we reset the system, but now we're in a better position than before.
Exactly, because the soil has already been worked, the ecosystem has been worked, so everything is better. All the conditions are better for those incoming species. So I think that's pretty much it. You want to add anything else?
Yeah, well, obviously, I mean, we can go on for hours. You know, we can go on for hours. It's very interesting stuff here. So let's talk about it in the webinar. You know, we've got the final considerations coming up as well, and a few things in general there. But make your notes and ask us.
Exactly. We're waiting for your questions. We hope this was enlightening. And this is a very, very, very important concept, along with stratification, which we will cover in the next chapter. These are the very baselines of agroforestry. So we'll see you in the next one. Cheers.